Hey guys, I'm just Jershin. Welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. I predicted yesterday, at some point in my episode, I don't remember exactly when, but I know I did it, that we get a Lost Daily today. I haven't actually checked. It's early. I'm getting to record rather early today. I'll talk about that in a second. It's pretty exciting. No, it's Samson! I am infinitely happier about a Samson run. Krotus doing his right now. Yeetus with a score of... Where are we going to? We're going to Satan. Yeti with a score of 1564. Holy Bursch! His score is 15,604 and his rank is 1564. Alright, that's a fun little tidbit of information. Oh, pills! Thank you for showing me the pills that I will not be taking over the course of this run, you garbage. Yeah, so if you didn't watch yesterday's, recommend... Sure. That's good eats. I'll take a Spirit Heart right off the bat. Maybe we wanted to take a little bit of Damaggio first, of the Joe variety. Maybe we wanted to take a little bit of damage. Does Samson really always start with an 11 tears rate? Is that science? I didn't know that. Interesting. Yeah, we... As I saw the front popcorn man sprinting upwards and removing my dodging route, I knew we were taking damage there. There was little doubt in my small mind that we were taking damage there. And I now, with this curse room here, realize I definitely should have... I don't know what this room is. I realize now that I absolutely should have left that Spirit Heart on the ground so that we could save it for the end of the floor and go to the next floor with Spirit Heart protection. But hopefully we'll just get a Tinted Rock, and we can do it that way instead. Anyway, I'm recording pretty early today, which is very exciting. It is Christmas. Happy Christmas! It's Christmas. Merry Chrysler and all that. Well, it's not Christmas today, but it's like coming up real soon. Like, hello, Small Man. Small Man 1. AKA just Small Man now, because you know who I'm talking about. Streamer plays Binding of Isaac with his chopsticks. I'm streaming early today. By streaming, I mean doing this. Walnut, hard nut to crack. Tonsil, actually. I don't know what you do, but I will hold on to you. Those are lines from my upcoming love song called... I don't know what you do, but I will hold on to you. I'm not sold on the title yet. It's working. Well, it's not working very hard. We'll figure it out though. Yeah, I'm gonna burn this Spirit Heart. Just hop into the curse room. It'll give us. This was a bad idea to come in here right off the bat. It'll give us a small damage bonus for the rest of the floor. We wanted to come in here anyway. It gives us a slight damage bonus to fuel our further exploration, and I should have done it. Even sooner. And there's our Tinted Rock I was talking about. There's our Tinted Rock that I was talking about. And it's 2 Spirit Hearts. That's good. I'll just pick these up now. I don't think there's any more damage we're going to be taking. It looks like to get to my idol room, I'm going to have to go through this hellscape of a room. So let's get this done. This room just feels like a waste of time. Yeah, I'll take Distant Admiration. Distant Admiration as discombobulated off the new Eminem Music to be Murdered by B-side. Apologies. I've been listening to it a lot over the past couple of days, so it's just very stuck in the brain. This is probably your secret room, if I was a betting man. You pills! Okay. I said I was gonna quit the pills. I did. You can buy Plan C in the shop? I did not know Plan C was a shop item. I want one more penny. Like, I'm not even gonna say I want it. In my opinion, we need one more penny. Because arcades are so good as Samson. Arcades are essentially game winning. So we really want that nice... Okay, that was not good damage, but that's okay. We really want to hit that 5-cent threshold. Eat my fly. We really want to hit that 5-cent threshold. Unfortunately, it's not looking like we're going to be able to. Thank you for the luck up. No 5 cents. Okay, so no IV bag yet. We want to make IV bag work though, and I'll do essentially whatever I can to make it work. Now you can get blood banks through other less savory means, and by less savory I of course mean just one spawning. Why is that a less savory mean? Because when you see it, it's pretty sweet. I'm sorry, I don't know what's... The dad jokes are coming out in full force today, and am I pregnant? I might have to call Maria. I did throw up this morning. Just kidding. Did I? No, I didn't. We're good. I remember. I don't know what's going on today. I'm in a good mood. That's probably what's going on today. I feel joy for the first time in, I mean, several months. It's the week of the holidays, which I always like quite a bit. I talked about in yesterday's epi that we did a family Christmas get together and it didn't really feel like Christmas yet. Today feels more like Christmas for some reason, and I think the reason is because I'm not really working today. I was supposed to work the entirety of this week. At the end of last week, our COO sent a little email out to everybody. I want to play that fiddle, brother. I want to, but I also need this money. We also need bombs, dude. There's like 3 tinted rocks on this floor. There are like 3 tinted rocks on this floor. Our COO sent out an email last week saying like, hey, just a heads up, make sure next week's the holidays, so like you don't have to, you know, like if you'd like to take some time off, freaking go for it, dude. You absolutely should. To which my boss, of course, says, we'll be working. We'll be working this week. Don't get too excited there. Fluff, dude, there's so many great things to be gained on. Thanks. Thanks, Curse of the Maze. Thanks for that one. Appreciate that one. Just a little bit of free damage for you there. That's a joke. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 I need to take some damage. Where can I take some damage? I guess I can do it in the curse room, but that's a little scary. I want to visit that secret room, and by the secret room, I of course mean the other room, not the secret room. I got 5 cents to spend on you. Hate to use the sticky bombs, but I think I need them, cause it's consumables. Gonna get some tinted rocks, like the tinted rocks. I want more consumables. Gotta blow them up. Then I'll go in here, take a little damage, and get some more bombs. Now I'm set. Okay, more money, please. Thank you for the money. I will take the Spirit Heart. Don't pick that up. I will take the Spirit Heart, and now we can do the boss trap room. Yes, I just took an absurd amount of damage, but it's gonna let me come in here. Curse of the Maze! I'm gonna end you. You're gonna ruin my day! My boss rush. I need to make my boss rush. You're making it rather difficult for me to make boss rush. Ah yes, this room. I love me some troll bombs. Gotta love 3 troll bombs that chase you. Nothing better. Anyway, COO sent out an email saying, you know, hey, enjoy your holiday next week. You know, don't worry about working too hard. To which, of course, my boss said, we shall be working, so prepare to work hard. And I said, oh, I hate that. But okay, I'll do what I must. I think this is worth... I'd like to grab some consumables. I really... Like, the bombs are okay, but, like, I'm really... here trying to get a key to get into my shop. Doesn't look like I will be obtaining a shop, which is pretty upsetting. We'll get a second secret room. I don't really want that. Oh, I just realized I should have gone down to a half heart so that we could have gotten the Whore of Babylon. Yeah, that's my mistake. Okay, not greatly handled, but we'll be okay. We want to speed things up. That's pretty good. idubs.wav. That's pretty great. Obviously, like, here's the thing about Samson. He tricks you. He's a little bit of a gaslighter. That's like a very popular. I feel like that became a very popular term in 2020. I didn't really hear much about gaslighting, though. It's been around forever, and I don't know if it's one of those things. Do you ever like do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Do you ever hear a word being said that maybe you're not that you weren't privy to it, you just are like, it's not a new word per se, but maybe you just like didn't really hear it used that much, and then all of a sudden you hear it used, and then it feels like that word pops up everywhere. I never know if that's because of just random chance that yes, the word is now just popping up everywhere. Fudge! Or if it's a situation of like, you know, now that you know the word's existence, now you're starting to see it everywhere. It's kind of like when you get a new car, or at least this happened to me a couple years ago when I got my new car after totaling my other one. Rip. Didn't die though, so that's good. Once I got that new car, I started seeing that model of car everywhere on the road. Like when I was car searching, I was like, yo, this car seems really cool. I don't see this one everywhere. That's awesome. And then I buy the car and I'm like, oh, everyone has this car. Because you just start noticing it more. Because now your brain is primed to start seeing it more. I don't know if it's one of those situations or not, but I feel like gaslighting is a similar one. Maybe it's been used a lot before, but I didn't become very privy to it until this year in particular. And so now I feel like I hear it everywhere. So now it's like in my brain is like, oh, gaslighting, that's a thing. I don't know. All that to be said, Samson is a little bit of a gaslighter in a way. By the time you get to the end of a floor, he tricks you a little bit. He gets into your brain and he makes you think that you're very strong, that you're doing a lot of damage, that you should be feeling really good about this run, dude. You gotta, okay, now I feel, oh wait, I got a little bit of a love-hate relationship with this item. Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have taken it. It's very strong, it's infinite bombs, that's all good. The time it takes for an airstrike to get called down is very long. I mean, it's very strong. I'll give you that. The time it takes for an airstrike to get called down, though, is very long. That long time kind of sucks. I should have used Hangman to get the black heart, by the way. The long charge up time really sucks. It doesn't now. We were weak enough now that the large charge up time doesn't affect us too much. We're still killing things way faster than we would have been. I think long term, especially if you become Guppy, you run the risk of this being the wrong play. At least in the short term, though, I'll take it. We haven't used this item in a very long time, so I'm fine with it. All right, no keys, so I guess I'm going down to the next floor. We do have 15 cents, so we're hoping for an arcade here, and I would love, love, love to get IV bag, baby. All right. We're also going to go into Horror Babylon, which is very good for us. All right, so we're going to want to play that like a whole bunch. See, for like singular enemies like this, a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's okay. Makes dodging very strange, too. Bruh. I'm convinced that's the only thing in the game left. Is the freaking troll bomb that chases you. I think I'm done with pills. Pills, you're out. Anyway, Samson will trick you into thinking you're doing more damage than you actually are because of your bloody lust bonus on a floor. And then when you get to the next floor, you're like, oh, this run sucks. And I don't like that. Anyway, I was supposed to be working a ton this week. That was the plan. And I'm still going to be working a bit. This room sucks. My boss did make the lovely decision that tomorrow we'll be having a 6-hour video conference, 6 hours straight call to go over our plans for next year. Just do this. Get rid of as many as you can. With remote detonator, I'm just not. I'm not in the best position to deal with this room. Little enemies are going to be very obnoxious, and it's going to slow us down pretty considerably. It's going to slow us down a whole bunch. Stuff like that where we can get a nice grouping, great for us. We take those. I would love to take a key as well, if at all possible. It's okay, though. The problem with this IV bag play, I would still like for it to work out, but the problem with it is I only have 1 red heart. So constantly having to go back, spending 1 red heart to get 1 penny. That was not what I meant to do, but, you know, that's okay. We got a penny out of it. It's highly not worth. That's our 2nd syringe, which is pretty exciting, and also some keys, which are going to let us get into our item room, so I'm appreciative of that. Let's go do that right now. Yeah, I think I really slowed myself down here, unfortunately. So I'm a little nervous about our... I didn't mean to kill you, I'll be honest. I tried to get that as far away from you as possible. I didn't want you to die. Really, his jump gave him invincibility frames? Very interesting. Help, he's coming right at me. Okay, it also requires like just a significant amount of brain power to use Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus. I think it's a fun item, so I'm not gonna dog on it too much. It's also a time-consuming item, though. Like, it slows you down just a tiny bit, and I don't appreciate that. All right, we will visit our shop. We got a whole bunch of keys. Increase my deal with the devil chance. BFF. Stopwatch is pretty darn good. I'll take that. Stopwatch is pretty darn good. Razorblade would have been an interesting play as well. I just realized from a Samson perspective. But obviously I didn't take it, so too little too late. And yeah, we will be taking Sack of Sacks. Because I think that's pretty good. Like, I'm going to have to average like 2 minutes on the next... Great stuff. Just wonderful damage. I'm going to have to average 2 minutes on the next couple of floors, which seems rather unlikely. So, might miss boss rush. I don't know if the Epic Fetus was the right play here. We can decide that together later. On rooms like this, I would say very much not the right play. Any room with more than 1 enemy, wow. Any room with more than 1 enemy, it's very much not the right play. Son of a... I stopped myself. I also push my fingers into my eyes. Oh yeah, give me Maggie's reward. It's a clean room. It's a clean room with a Larry Jr. in it, which is a little strange. We'll check what's going on down here. Please help me speed this up. I mean, Dimbulb will be better long term if we can get a sweet item that pairs with it. I don't have a lot of time here, is the thing. Yeah, I'd like the ability to fly. Ability to fly strikes me as something that's pretty good. Great damage, just really good. I think we're missing boss rush, unless we can get Mama Mega. Yeah, unless we get Mama Mega, I'd say our boss rush dreams are over. We'd have to vastly pick up the pace here. Which I just don't see happening, unfortunately. It's just a little bit of a slow one. Mr. Grinch. can be upset about it or you can accept it. I'm gonna accept it. Anyway, I was supposed to work a whole bunch this week. I still have that 6-hour call tomorrow, which is a little obnoxious, to plan out the entirety of our 2020, which, you know, is something you can definitely do in an entire afternoon. Excuse me. Humbling bundle you for sure want. At this point, I'm just doing this to try to get Mama Mega. I think you... What a great pickup. Thank you, Epic Fetus. We appreciate your contributions, except not really. Appreciate the contributions, except not really. Yeah, I think you gotta take the pills now, because you're in like kind of a scary situation. Great. Great, yeah, just great pills, yet again. You're done. Pills, you're done. Don't ever show up again. Little nervous about dying. So we're gonna go do some exploration, maybe try to find a black heart or two. We can slow things down now. Now that we have accepted what we know to be true. Hello, ghost baby. Now that we've accepted what we know to be true, aka... Okay, he's speeding up. Oh, I was on the rock! That's some baloney. That's some baloney. That's some big baloney. Alright, so not only are we definitely not making boss rush, I'm like nervous about our overall chances of survival on the run as a whole. I think that Epic Fetus was a horrible choice. I regret picking this up. It's just a joke. Wait, but does this give us our dim bulb setup? It does. It does give us the dim bulb stat up. So you know what? I think I'll hold on to it. I will hold on to it. This run sucks. Full health. Thanks so much. This run's not great. I appreciate the 2 spirit hearts. A second, I'm excited. It's wave 2. Didn't even know that could happen. Yeah, this is just a horrible choice. This really stinks. We're dead. We're so dead. This really stinks for 2 reasons. Not only are we missing boss rush, which has already happened unless we can get Mama Mega, we're probably gonna miss Hush as well. Hook me up. That's not what I thought you gave, but it's okay. Not only are we gonna miss boss rush, which is already over, unless we get Mama Mega here. Sure. I guess I'll take Steam Sale. Did not mean to buy that. Weird. Was that the right Diplopia play? Probably not. Can't believe how many rerolls we're getting out of this thing. I cannot believe how many rerolls we're getting out of this thing. I cannot believe how many rerolls we're getting out of this thing. Okay. I was checking for Mama Mega. We didn't get it. Yeah, I think we're gonna miss Hush on this as well, which is a shame because, yikes, this is pretty much the worst enemy possible for Epic Fetus. We got it done though. I think we're probably missing Hush as well, which is a shame because on a run that ends at Shoal, you'd like to go to the Void. So we're gonna go to Shoal instead, and this is gonna be a bit of a slower one, unless we can still get 4,400 points from being saved and getting Mama Mega on this floor, which would be pretty dope, to be honest with you. Look, I wanted to play that guy, but too difficult, to be honest. Too much work. Wasn't really willing to put it in. Yeah, this feels like a misstep. Although, I don't know, like, look at the items that we've got. I kind of feel like the run would just be equally straight up trash. God damn, dude. I'm a little peeved. I don't like Epic Fetus. I think I've decided. I dislike this item. It's interesting. It's a weird one. God, it's more obnoxious than anything. It just like, it's like slamming on the brakes on a run. Because I've said it before. I think the key. People ask, how do you get good at the Binding of Isaac? And the key for me has always been predictability. The key to this game is predictability. Anything that hinders your overall predictability of the game, or the way, you know, your mastery of the different bosses, the enemies, their patterns, etc. Anything that throws a wrench into that equation generally just sucks. In my mind. And I think Epic Fetus does that. It causes you to have to change your understanding of the game and its dodging mechanics and your shooting mechanics and everything else on top of it so much. Okay, Booger Tears probably does nothing. With once again, that would be a wonderful trinket. It's a trinket that I almost consider to be good as like an item. But of course, Epic Fetus ruins it. What's new? Anything that ruins your core dodging principles, mechanics, anything like that, I consider to just be bad. This thing is spawning so many of these stupid skeleton dudes. God! You're gonna see a man snap on live TV. You're gonna watch a man snap on live TV. Epic Fetus does that. So I think I've decided that it's just not good. We have, shockingly, we have one more chance to get Mama Mega. Mama Mega, here I go again. Will you please be nice to me? Now here's the question. Do you go for the 3-cent trinket box to see if a 3-cent Mama Mega spawns underneath it? You could, but like that doesn't seem great to me. I am just gonna use Dissonant Aberration to do damage. That seems more fun to me. I think I'm also gonna hurt myself on this chest here just to try to get more money. Great, just wonderful. Yo, thanks for the tears up. I don't see any more money on the floor. Looking for a second secret room. Looking for a second secret room where we can. It's so, like, it just, again, it's like slamming on the brakes. It's so slow. No, I think you just keep re-rolling. Again, we're just hoping for Mama Mega. Mama Mega. Mama Mega. Tarot Cloth is good. Mama Mega. Mama Mega! Here we go again! Can you believe it? Can you believe we actually got Mama Mega? I can't. Big Pick. Sackhead's so good, but I can't afford you. Here's our only chance to afford Sackhead. Pick this up, which I think I'm gonna take anyway. I was gonna say pick that up and get and get a dime. I think I'm actually going to take wood and nickel anyway because it gives us money potential money every room, and we're going to use it all the time, so we'll still get the dim bulb benefit. Okay. Remember, here's another fight that absolutely sucks. With that, okay. Now you go in here, and you say, we will take Mom's wig, another item that is, in my personnel opinion, infinitely better when you don't have this trash airstrike item. We messed up. We messed up something fierce. At the very least, we made Mama Mega happen, which is great. I think a lot of people will probably take Epic Fetus because it's similar to technology, which I've talked about before, in which it's such a unique tier effect, a unique item, a different way to play, that I think it holds kind of a soft spot in a lot of people's hearts. Like technology. And the more I think about it, the more I don't think it should. I think it's just kind of bad, unfortunately. I don't want to ruin it for you. If you enjoy, like, you're allowed to enjoy what you enjoy, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone and it's not illegal. Well, probably if it's not illegal. If you like Epic Fetus, this is a no judgment channel. It's a no judgment zone. I will not judge you for enjoying Epic Fetus. I just simply think you're wrong. It removes the predictability. I thought it was work. We're good. I have it's sad, but I have, like, I don't know if any of you guys use Slack for your work-related communications. I now have, like, an almost, I'm not going to call it PTSD because I think that's a disservice to those who actually suffer from it, so I won't say that too much. But my current job has caused so much undue stress upon my life that the sound of the Slack notification, the click click, the boop beep, boop beep, I don't know, I can't even do it because it haunts my dreams so much. The sound of that is going to live in my nightmares for a long time going forward, I think. Oh, it's concerning. Okay. Just such a slow run, which the largest down, that was only our first hit we took. That's pretty good, actually. The largest issue of this just taking a long time is this run's gonna be like an hour long now, which again, I ended up not having to work as much today, so like that's pretty pog. I got more time to do this. That doesn't mean I'm exactly looking for an hour long run. I would tend to actually say I would like to, if I never had to do a 10-hour long run, it would be too soon. So just pennies for your thoughts, you know? I do think we'll win this. It doesn't seem like we could have become Guppy at any point on this run. I'm also very happy we were gifted so many reroll machines in the shops. This combination sucks. This combination of two enemies is a trash fire. Thank you for staying above ground. Yeah, mostly I just have to, like, think of things to say now for the foreseeable future, which kind of stinks. I do think we got a decent run here. We're going to be spawning a bunch of consumables, which is obviously good. Nothing else to do in there. All right. Down to the womb. Is there any way you get to the hush fight? I don't think so. I can't see a way you get to the hush fight here. This is certainly not how you draw up a Samson run. This is not how you typically draw up a Samson run. Typically, it's like Samson's a very stat-based boy, which I think is why I like him. You start off with Bloody Lust. Your goal is get IV bag, get a bunch of damage on every floor, and then I can't possibly fail, you know? That's typically your strategy. We had to do a little bit of thinking on the fly on this one in particular, and, well, I think we're just weaker than we could otherwise be, and that's upsetting to me. That's upsetting to me. I see the potential that could have been in this run, if that makes sense. It's like Becker, as one BoJack Horseman would say. I need to go back and watch. I used to go back, if you don't know... First of all, if you've never seen BoJack Horseman, highly recommend it. It's like... It's probably my favorite show of all time. I used to say The Office, because it's also a great show. And don't get me wrong, The Office is still very good. And I think it will continue to age extremely well, so this is not a dig on The Office. BoJack just has the crazy, unique combination of humor while also being... Not that The Office isn't quote-unquote real, but like... Other than when Michael left, name a moment in The Office when you were like, my eyes, my tears. Can't think of one. Rip. Not that I'm looking for a show to cause me eternal suffering and grief, which BoJack may or may not have. But it's nice every now and again to feel, you know. I'm not anti-feeling, even though my Myers-Briggs test would disagree. I'm pretty heavy in the T category. I think I'm INTP, if I remember correctly. What's your Myers-Briggs? Except for Yeti, don't ask Yeti. He will get very upset. Yeti, don't pretend you didn't hear me. Just ask everyone at home to let me know their Myers-Briggs. I know that it's not scientific and that you don't enjoy it, but also if you wanted to tell me your Myers-Briggs, I think that'd be pretty PogChamp. I think that could be a rather PogChamp thing, so if you want to, go for it. I'm an INTP. I was an INTJ for the longest time, and let me tell you, brother, I was an INTJ before college, and I changed extremely significantly in college, for the better, I would say. I was a little bit of a... I don't think snob's the right word, but very judgmental, kind of a piece of garbage before college. That changed a lot when I went to college and just met a lot of new... I left like a bubble, essentially. Like an echo chamber, I guess, of sorts. And just being open to new experiences and new points of view, I think is really good in general for human beings to do. And it changed me quite a bit for the better. However, it also changed me from an INTJ, which is like 2% of the population, or like 1.2% of the population, to an INTP, which is like 10% of the population. And when that changed, I like used to take absurd amounts of pride in being an INTJ for like no reason. It doesn't mean anything, but I still took absurd amounts of pride in it. When I changed from an INTJ to an INTP, I had an existential crisis, essentially. I was like, who am I, if not an INTJ? The answer is an INTP. I based my entire career decision. Like, what? Well, okay, that's actually not true. I went into business. This is going to sound extremely dumb, because it is. And if I could go back and punch younger Josh in the face, I would. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I still don't really know what I want to do. I went into business. This ties back. I went into business because my favorite show was The Office. I said that could be fun. They don't even have a marketing department in The Office, the show. The only time they had a marketing person was when Andy hired What's-Her-Face to make Plop jealous. Or something. So I don't know is my answer for why I'm in marketing. but I chose business in general because of The Office, which is just a horrible reason to choose a career path. But I did, so here we are. And now I'm living with the consequences of it ever since. Great stuff. Gotta go ahead and explode that. Let's do our boss fight. This is such a it's a slog, dude. This is another horrible boss to try to do with what's-his-face. I feel like we'd have a great run. I will take Sack Dagger. I feel like we'd have a sick run if I didn't take... Like, I feel like our tiers and damage stats would be really, really good right now. It's okay. Instead, I go, haha, he go boom. Yeah, I would say that's not a great way or way I would recommend to choose a career profession. So, like, maybe if you're out there thinking about it, don't do it. Like, if your favorite show is Breaking Bad, well... This isn't necessarily true because I will say after what... I would be lying to you, FDA, if you're FDA, FBI, FDA. Yeah, FDA, if you're watching this, I'm lying here, but I would be lying to you if the thought of cooking meth for money didn't cross my mind. At some point, not now, I would be lying to you if the thought of cooking meth for profit never crossed my mind at any point while watching Breaking Bad. It has to. I mean, that's what the show's about. He makes so much money. It has to cross your mind. In fact, if it didn't cross your mind, I think you're lying. If you are out there... Actually, is Breaking Bad my favorite show of all time? I don't know. It's close between Breaking Bad and BoJack Horseman. I think Breaking Bad's probably, like, the best written show of all time. Does that mean it's the best show of all time? It's got, like, the best characters, the best writing, some of the most memorable episodes of all time. All fantastic. I think... Okay, tell me if this makes sense. I think that Breaking Bad is a better show than BoJack Horseman. But I like BoJack Horseman more. I think BoJack Horseman is a better show for me. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. Just seeing what this guy's got for sale. Just a little curious on what this guy's got for sale. Little buddy. Little chest. That is not what I was looking for, but that's okay. I was hoping for our third syringe for a sweet damage up. Did not come to fruition, but that's okay. Pop, pop. X-lax, good stuff. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm going to stick with. I think BoJack is a better show for me. Like, I resonate with the... I'm going to die here? Didn't die there, somehow. I think I resonate with the humor and the dark humor in particular and messaging of BoJack, but Breaking Bad is probably the most well-written show ever created, so. I hate this item. It's so bad. I hate it. I think it's bad, actually. I hate it! I think I'm putting it in the bad category. It's up... Oh, bad trip. Cool. I now think it's down there for me with freaking Bob's rotten head. Like, I don't know. Or Bob's brain. The problem is once you unleash an airstrike, all of your dodging now becomes centered around the stupid airstrike. So you You can't really dodge like normal. You can't really dodge like normal because you're constantly looking for the next dude who's coming to freaking ruin your life. E-girls are ruining my life. Choke me like you hate me, but you love me. Low-key, wanna date me? We're gonna continue to keep this PG. Yes, hello, where are you? Please, 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 please. It's so slow, I hate it. Yeah, I think I'm putting this in bad item territory. I don't think I'll ever take this item again. On a daily. It's bad daily item. I think it might just be bad. I don't know. Couldn't find second secret room, unfortunately. Too lazy to go look for it. Almost ran straight into that, which would have been horrible. I wouldn't describe us as being in dire straits just yet. Void, huh? This is gonna seem very dumb. Because it probably is. It's gonna seem very dumb because it probably is. Really? Really, you didn't pay out? Really? Really? You didn't pay out? Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna go to Shoal. This feels like a wash to me, I'll be honest with you. I feel like our score is gonna suck on this one. I do not anticipate a good score here. I think we'll die a couple of times on this floor would be my guess. Looking for a clutch Hierophant card right now. Or a clutch Tinted Rock. Both would be very well appreciated right now. There's a freaking library, dude. There's a freaking library, dude! Let's go read. Did you guys ever... I didn't really partake in the library much as a child. I wasn't much of a reader. I had a couple of series... I know you're saying, why aren't you using the Joker card? I'm thinking about it. Book of Secrets. The Bible. Book of Revs. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Joker. That's huge rips. Actually, it's not too bad. That's fine. I'm gonna Joker. Then I'm gonna rev it up. Just one time, and then I'm gonna continue on with my day. I still think the sweet stat up from Dim Bulb and Wooden Nickel is a nice combination, so that's what I'm gonna stick with. It's fine, though. Yeah, I didn't read a ton of books as a kid. A little bit of Junie B. Jones here and there. You know what? I had 2 series that I read religiously in my youth. Like 4th, 5th grade, probably. Oh, Harry Potter? No. I consider Harry Potter to be boring and not good. Though I've only read the first 3, so, like, probably, like, not fair to judge the entire series. Well, maybe it is. That's like a third of them. Or half. Something like that. I don't know the exact breakdown. Just another horrible boss. Ah! We're in a little trouble. I would agree with you if you said that. Book of Revelations might be the better play long-term for survival. I also don't see a sacrifice room on this floor, which is huge rips. That means this is where this one's coming to an end. And honestly, it couldn't have happened sooner. I'm very ready for this one to be done. Book series that I quite enjoyed. 2. This first one was probably more like 3rd grade. Magic Treehouse. Magic Treehouse slaps. Can't really afford to go into the curse room, unfortunately. Magic Treehouse I would describe as absolutely slapping. Then in probably like 4th or 5th grade, I started reading the Series of Unfortunate Events books, which I would also consider to be slappers. In fact, I would put the Series of Unfortunate Event. I don't want to do this room, honestly, so I would put the Series of Unfortunate Events books up there, and I think people that like Harry Potter should stop being cowards and read Series of Unfortunate Events books. And I think they'd find a book series they like more. All right, so this is gonna be a really tough Satan fight. I'm genuinely nervous. We'll try. We'll try. We will try. I hate this item. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's so bad. Get me out. End it. Never again. Like 1,000th? What? How is it? So everybody picked up this item is what I'm gathering from this. What I'm gathering from this, though it is early, is that everybody picked up Epic Fetus and then subsequently hated their lives. Because I took so much unnecessary self-damage. We missed Hush. We didn't do Void, so we got less points. What I'm gleaning from this is that everybody picked up Epic Fetus and they subsequently hated their lives. Papyrus! 54. Here's your scores for the day. Krotus with the dub. Krotus with the dub. Okay, how did he get a dub at 22,726 and we got 36? 4,000s from Boss Rush? Did we really get an extra 10,000 points somewhere? I don't know. NSL's doing his run right now, so I'll be interested to see that one. Anyway, we talked about it. Dude, I'm in a good mood. This is a shame. All of the episodes could be like this if I didn't have a job. Thanks for working. Oh, thanks for hanging out, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below. Liking, commenting, subscribing. They all help out. Such a tremendous deal. Share with your grandmother as always. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow.